Michelle here from Empowerment Empires. I've got a really good conversation that I want to have with you all today, and it's around being the best version of you in business. Actually, it's really about the energetics of sales, but that is so tied into being the best you in business. I've just come off my July intake of Business Acceleration Club, and we had some super fun. I gave them some amazing journal prompts, and I'd really like to share those with you today because being in business, being a soul-led woman in business, being an entrepreneur where it's just us and where we're so committed to changing the world, it is so easy to take all of the actions instead of the aligned actions. And it's so easy to waffle out of control. It's so hard to stay on track and take the soul aligned actions instead of all the actions. Christ, it's hard to even know what those soul aligned actions are, right? So today, let's talk about what all of that really means. First, I want to start with a question. Are you actually being your best employee? This is what I asked my Business Acceleration Club girls today. FYI, if you want to join August, you need to talk to me pretty soon. I asked them, are you being your best employee? Have you got wet at midnight and magically doubled yourself, right? Just like in Gremlins. And then you took one of those versions of you instead of you. So you took that version and you put her in the role of CEO of your business, and she did exactly what you were doing. So if you were able to look down on that version of you, taking those tasks and those steps and those actions in your business, and you watched just how much of the time she was productive and how much of the time she was taking actions that really mattered to your bottom line and gave you the dollars, and how much time she was spending doing shit that really didn't matter, or even like how much time she spent waffling off out of control, would you still be willing to pay her a CEO wage? Because that's the truth of the matter. When you're an entrepreneur, you are the woman in your business. You are the one making the dollars. And if you're not asking for the sale, if you're not taking the soul aligned actions, if you're not taking the sales actions every day, you are hurting your business. And that's where the journal prompts came from. Where am I hurting my business? Where am I best serving my business? So how are you playing in that space of business owner? How are you playing in that space of being a soul-led entrepreneur who gets out there and changes the world, right? And people want to focus on sales and sales funnels, and sure, I love all of that shit as well. I really do. But the truth is that when you focus on serving and changing the lives of the people that you're here to save or change, save is a terrible word, on the people that you're here to serve, then the sales happen anyway. I can't even begin to tell you how true this is. Every single one of my clients that gets the amazing results, and they're always in my group, right, in the Business Acceleration group, hashtag this shit really works. And it really does work, because when you commit to your business, when you bring the fire, when you're like, right, that's it. My purpose is bigger than my bullshit, and I'm bringing the fire and I'm changing these lives. When you switch it around and you make it about your clients, and you no longer make it about you, you no longer make it about how you hate sales, you no longer make it about how you hate being visible. When you actually make it about your clients and you decide, you draw that line in the sand and you make a decision that your damn business is going to succeed one way or another, when you get really serious about it, when you've drawn that line in the sand, that is when you step over into that energetics of, man, this business is going to work. And when you've stepped over that line of energetics, that's when you get the results and ease and flow. And sometimes it's just the decision making, not even the actions. So someone who just posted in my Business Acceleration Club put about how they just spent all this money and done all this stuff, and then boom, 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 all these sales started coming in. They hadn't even taken the sales actions yet. But it was a shift in the energy. It was a shift up here. The shifts up here will get the shifts in your wallet. Oh, like that. I'm going to have to put that on a t-shirt, I think. Right? So how are you showing up as the best business version of you? And if you haven't quite got that sorted yet, if you don't have the mindset sorted, if you don't have the structure sorted, if you don't have the calendar wrangling sorted, if you're not taking the sales actions, if you're engaging in busy work instead of meaningful work that actually results in the sales and changing people's lives, or if you're hustling and swapping time for money, God forbid, and you want to build a better model that gives you freedom, both money and time freedom, then it's time to take some actions, right? People up in the corporate world and working in big organizations, they don't do it alone. They get in experts to help them. And that is why entrepreneurs who actually have a coach working with and alongside them get the results that the other people don't. To grow your business, you have to grow into that person who is capable of that level of success. And then you've got to do it all over again to get to the next level, right? It's like a Super Mario game, you've got to upgrade all of the time to get to those levels. And it's fun, like the thrill of the chase is fun, I'm not going to lie, right? And does it ever get any easier? It would only get easier if you stop growing. If you get to a certain point and just stick there, which by the way, if you're just on a straight line, you're almost heading down the hill, right? Like if you're not continually growing, you really are heading down the hill. But if you just go in a straight line and you get comfortable with things, sure, it's going to get easy. But here's the thing. If things have gotten easy, you've stopped growing. If things have gotten easy, you know that it's time to go to the next level, right? Life was never meant to be easy. Life is meant to be about serving other people, going to bed feeling amazing because you're changing the world. And I know that's why you started your business. You know that's why you started your business. So why don't you dive into those 2 journaling prompts that I've given you? How are you hurting your business? And how are you serving your business? And if you would like to join me in one of the business acceleration clubs and change your life and the way that you do business, I'd love to talk to you. Reach out to me. Have a fabulous day forward. And remember, together we shall rise.